Hey, we're actually in Venice shooting a music video for Nilu. We're shooting tomorrow, which is going to be Saturday, but I wanted to upload before Saturday. So I'm going to tell you a little story. For me, the perfect travel is the perfect balance between comfort and adventure. This is the comfort. We're in a good restaurant, we're in a great Airbnb in the center of Venice, but we needed to have a little adventure. 5 years ago I was here with my friends Antoine and Benaz, and we pretty much explored all the abandoned places. We climbed up a church tower and we did all like the kind of illegal stuff. And this year we saw that we were passing in front of the same church that we climbed, so we were like, let's do it again. Let's go. Il y a quelqu'un qui tombe la pelouse juste dehors. Currently editing now, and I have a little disclaimer. I feel like I have to explain why we do this stuff. I feel like there's something when you enter your adult life where you begin to have responsibilities, when you start to have a job and work for a company or like do your own project. When you are in charge, it makes you lose your inner child, and that's why traveling is so important. There's something so important about exploring and discovering new stuff and getting excited at stuff. Even when you grow up, I think it's important that even at 50 or at 60, I still get excited about simple things in life. And I think going out and looking for adventures is a way to do that. But there are some rules I told myself to respect. And those rules are pretty simple and they're like common sense rules, but I think it's important to repeat them on camera. In urban exploration, when I explore places, I always have to be respectful about the places, not harm them, not break stuff, of course not stealing stuff. The second rule is to stay safe and be aware of when I take risks. And I always know when I take risks, and I always know when it's too far. And adventure doesn't even have to be risky. Okay, this ladder is really messed up. Going out in these adventures is a way for me also to reconnect to my past, the child version of myself that was innocent, that liked to explore, that liked to discover life and get excited about it. Okay, two stuff. First, it's just above my head. Anytime it's gonna ring and we're gonna be deaf. Second, we let the door downstairs open. If the guy finds it open and closes it, we're screwed. So we have to go there quick. Let's go?
Yes. Tell me who do that with a skirt.
When I went back to the church, it reminded me of like 5 years ago when I didn't even start working or having a company, or when I made art, it was for my passion. So going back to that same place and doing the same adventure reconnected me with my past and with this version of myself that's so important for me to navigate through life.
He did it again. He did it again.
This is a memo for my future self. I have to keep in mind to keep reminding myself of who I was and the reason why I made this, and the way I was so passionate about art and life in general.
On l'a refait. Oh. C'est biscornu. Attends, on te boucle dedans après, arrête.
Okay, now we're going to eat. This is a typical Venetian dish. It's sardines, so we're going to taste it. Tomorrow is going to be shoot day, but we have two problems. The first one, we don't have a scenery, but that's okay. We usually shoot like that. And the second one is that I brought the wrong lens, and so we have to find an adapter for the lens so I can shoot with the proper lens I want to shoot with. I'll keep you updated. So stay with us. Tonight I'm going to edit this video, then after that I'm going to rest and watch The Serpent on Netflix. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notifications on, put a thumbs up, and I will update you with new adventures. And so far so good.